what did you do? I just know so many improv obsessed millionaires. It's insane. Like, hello and welcome back to Alexandria Loves Books. Boo! Hello from New Jersey. If you watch my moving vlog or if you just heard me mention my move in previous videos, you know I moved across the country and it cost me over $1,000 to ship all of my books here. So I was on a book buying ban for like a few months, but there's been so many new releases and also just like books that are older releases that I want to read and buy, but I haven't let myself. So today, first day living in New Jersey, I guess back technically because I used to live here, I am going to go book shopping and buy some new releases and books that I want to read. And I'm going to try to read as many as I can this upcoming week. So let's go to the bookstore. And by bookstore, because I don't have a Barnes near me, I mean Walmart. Hopefully I'll find some like cute indie bookstores eventually. But right now I'm just going to go Walmart. But first, I'm going to go get my hair done. Time for a change. Let's go. Wow. I haven't been able to actually drive much because in LA I don't have a car. It was so great listening to my Tate McRae and driving and having the time of my life. I hit end recording without realizing it. Whoops. Had the time of my life. That's what I was saying. And now this is the last time you're going to see me with hair that looks like this. I mean, I'm not going too dramatic, but I'm just going to do a little bit of a change because I deserve it. And then we have a little bookstore, Walmart, a bookstore right close to the salon where I can hopefully find some books. Are you kidding me? This is weird. I haven't had short hair or blonde hair in so long. I'm obsessed. Oh, my eyes look so blue. Oh, I love it so much. Now let's go to the bookstore. They had some of the books I was looking for, but there's still one that I really want, so I'm gonna drive to another location and hope they have it. Who is she? I don't see it here and I'm really bummed. I mean, I did find many other books, but not the one that I came here for. They didn't have it. The book I was looking for was Till Summer Do Us Part by Megan Quinn. I really want to read that this week, if not this month, so I'm gonna have to order it online. But let me give you a little book haul. As you saw, I picked up One Golden Summer. This book I have been desperate to read. I'm going to start this today. Sounds Like Love by Ashley Poston, her new release, magical realism romance. I always love it. The Tenant by Frida McFadden. I love her. I think she's my favorite mystery thriller author. I know not everyone loves her, but they're just so bingeable for me. I picked up The Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Laurie Gilmore. I would like to try this author, and this is like a cute fall read, so I can read that later. I got King of Envy, the edition that will match mine on the shelves. Whoa, you're falling there. Don't fall. At Barnes & Noble back in LA, they didn't have this spine. I was like, I can't. They need to all match. Problematic Summer by Ali Hazelwood, her new release, a summer romance. And lastly, I finally picked up Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. I finally gave in and was like, okay, it's gonna be a hard cover because I know she showed what the paperback will look like and it's so much taller than the others. So I was like, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm assuming they are all going to be released in hardcover now. Anyway, so it's fine. So I picked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books and plan on buying that 8th book, Till Summer Do Us Part, when I get home online. Now let's get home because it is freaking hot and the AC in this car doesn't work. So I gotta get driving and put down the windows. But I'm really liking the hair. Let me know what you think, unless you hate it. If you hate it, then don't message it. You know, only comment nice things, please. Thanks. Real pizza. I'm on chapter 4 and I'm honestly struggling to get into it. Not because it's bad, I just think I'm in a little bit of a reading slump post 15 and a half hours of a travel day. like what, 2 days ago. I just like still feel like car sick from that flight. Don't know if that makes any sense. So I listened to the audiobook I'm currently listening to, if only I told her, but that's not related to this vlog. So I'm gonna try to get into this later today. I just think I need a little bit of a break and to like rejuvenate my mind and then try again. My book mail came in. These were in a separate box and bag, but I got Chasing Shelter, the 5th book in the Sparrow Fall series. It just came out in this edition in July, late July. So I got this, and then Crazy Stupid Bromance. This is the 3rd book in the Bromance Book Club series. I am trying to finish the series by the end of the year because the 5th and final book is a holiday romance. So I have these two, and then the one I told you about should be in here. Till Summer Do Us Part by Megan Quinn. Okay, the lighting is not great. It's like 6:30 p.m. I just got back from a family like gathering, and it's kind of dim and weird lighting, so sorry about that. So this one follows Scotty and Wilder. For what I know, at her job, everyone is married, and they are all like very proudly married, and I think she's divorced, I'm not sure. And then her boss asks, like, she's like, oh, you don't have a wedding ring, like, are you not married? And to like try to fit in, she's like, no, yeah, I have a husband, I'm married. A lot of the people that work there are going on this like wedding marriage retreat together with their spouses, and so then her boss is like, oh, why don't you and your husband come? And she's like, we would love to, but she doesn't have a husband. So then Wilder is her best friend's brother, who's an improv obsessed millionaire. You know, I just know so many improv obsessed millionaires. It's insane. Like, they're a dime a dozen. Listen, I am like 30-ish pages into One Golden Summer, and I'm bored, and I think I'm kind of in a slump. So because it kind of was a little bit of a slow start to me, I'm just not feeling it. So I'm thinking of not DNFing it, but taking a break and maybe starting this book, because I feel like Megan Quinn's writing, it doesn't take itself too seriously, and it's like just like fun and silly and goofy, and so maybe it might be an easier read. So I'm gonna try to start this tonight, and then we'll see how we're feeling, because so far this video is not going well. It's been a bit since I've updated you, and now I am on page 300. I read more of this book in one day than I read in 3 days of One Golden Summer. And listen, like I said, I don't think One Golden Summer is bad. I'm gonna get back to it eventually. It's just that because I'm in a little bit of a slump with like being in a new environment, I just couldn't get into it. And I knew Megan Quinn's writing would just be like silly and goofy, and I was right. And then I was able to just keep reading every day. And I think I might be able to finish it today. So far, I'm really liking it. This is only my 2nd book by her. They're never like the most amazing things ever, but I enjoy them so much because they are so entertaining. And when I'm in like a slumpy mood, I'm just looking for entertainment value, and Megan Quinn brings that to the table for me, at least so far. Her writing is so like, I don't like using the word quirky, but it's like quirky, and the banter is so fun and silly. I love plots that are out there like this one. I'm like, okay, she has to improv with a stranger and pretend that they're married and go to marriage counseling and act like their marriage is in trouble. And it's just like the fights that they make up are just like so silly and funny, and they actually make me laugh. I find myself laughing out loud at this book, and I think it's really touching, and like I feel connected to Scotty, our female main character, because this marriage retreat is really bringing up past hurts from her past relationship. And it's I haven't been married or divorced, but I have been through breakups for various reasons, and I do definitely like connect with her, and I'm like, girl, I feel you. Like, and seeing Wilder be like, he is a good guy, and he sees the hurt, and he's there for her, and he's like, okay, I'm not gonna push, but I'm also gonna be here, and I want to show you what a good guy is. And I really like how I feel like their feelings for each other like naturally progressed. So, and now like I think we're past the point of no return, if you know what, you know, chapter 21 was about, if you've read this book. So I'm excited to kind of see how everything else plays out. The marriage retreat is just so silly. Like, I've never been on a retreat before, or I've never been on a marriage retreat. I've been on other types of retreats, but I do not imagine this is what a normal marriage like counseling retreat is like. And Sanders and the other couples are just wild and they're so weird, and like the cabins, like who designed this? Their methods are just not conventional, but it's entertaining, and that's what I love about it. 100 pages to go. I feel like this book could be shorter. I feel like we're at the point that we can have our resolution, or like, not resolution, but like we can wrap things up. The past few chapters have just been spice, and I'm like, okay, is there anything left to the story? TBD. Oh! Hey, Pearly. Hi. Love of my life right here, guys. Who loves her butt scratches? I finished Till Summer Do Us Part by Megan Quinn, the first book that I started and finished cover to cover, fully read in Jersey, living here again. I ended up giving this 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. It was very entertaining, as I mentioned earlier, and that's really what I'm in the mood for. Oh, you're gonna sit with me in the book room? Gosh, she loves sitting in here with me, and it makes my day every time. Sorry if you hear her jingling as she walks around. I thought the plot was very entertaining. I love silly, goofy plots like that. I think it's a unique twist on like a summer camp. I don't know if it counts as like a trope, but you know, books that take place at like summer camp, it can get kind of repetitive because it's like kind of the same thing, but this is like a unique take on it because it's like a marriage summer camp, but also they're in a fake marriage, and it's just like really fun and a good time. I do think that Scotty was like a little annoying to me at times, not the whole time, but there were definitely a few scenes that she annoyed me a little bit, and I wish we knew more about like her family and her backstory. Like we get a lot of backstory with her past relationship, but I have no idea where she grew up. I don't know where she's from. I don't know anything about her family, but I did like also getting to see Wilder's growth and his family and what he was going through and went through with his family. So it was a really fun read. I will say this is very spicy. Once it got introduced, it felt like every scene was spicy, and I just was over it. It was too much in my opinion. And so it definitely affects my rating, but I also know Megan Quinn is an author that does write spicy books. So it's like, I don't hold it against her books because I know that that's just what she likes to write in her romances. So if I'm picking up a Megan Quinn book, it's gonna be really spicy. So it's like, I can account that for my rating because no, I don't love it when it's a lot, but also like I can't hold it against her when like I know what I'm getting myself into. So I don't know which book I want to read. I could, I guess, technically continue One Golden Summer. I don't like being in the middle of books for a long time, and I'm 36 pages into this, but I just don't know if I'm in the mood for it yet. I think I just need something a little different. I'm actually gonna take some time to rest today, go take her out. I have some editing to do, and then I will decide which of these, definitely not Pumpkin Spice Cafe, that'll be a fall read, but which of these I'm gonna pick up next, and then I'll catch up with you later. Okay, Pearl, let's go potty. As you just saw, I picked up The Tenant by Frida McFadden. I was just more in the mood for like a mystery thriller than another romance. I just wanted something a little different, fast-paced, suspenseful, freaky, mysterious, and I knew Frida McFadden would deliver that for me. This came out in, I want to say May, so it's a little bit like an older new release, but it's still a new release in my opinion. Okay, it just came out 3 months ago, but I was on a book buying ban, so this is still new to me. This follows Blake and Whitney. Blake, he lives in New York City, he lost his job, and he shares his brownstone with his fiance, and they are struggling to make ends meet with him losing his job. So Whitney becomes the tenant and lives there, and at first she seems really nice, and then things get weird between her and Blake. I'm really curious where this is gonna go. I'm currently 122 pages in, and this is the second half of the last line. Not a spoiler, it's gonna show that things are gonna get good, I think. I have a feeling that I have just made a fatal error, and yeah, I think they did, and I'm kind of excited because I think things are gonna pick up. Things have like slowly been happening, but nothing too crazy yet. So I'm excited for things to get crazy and wild and to get my brain, you know, exploded by Frida McFadden and her twists and turns. She always keeps me so entertained. Her books are just so easy to read. And it seems like Blake definitely like has a past. I keep feeling like they're alluding to maybe something negative that he's done in his past. And I'm like, what is it? What did you do? Tell me, does Whitney know? Is that why Whitney is the way she is? Like, I don't know. I want to know. So I'm going to keep reading so I can know. Maybe I shouldn't call the police. It seems like the obvious thing to do. Yeah, you should call the police. Not. Why would you not? A huge twist was just revealed, and I have a theory that I thought about in the very beginning, but I was like, I don't know. I'm just like wondering where Frida's gonna take it. And now I know about this twist. I think I didn't know what I was thinking in the beginning, but I think I was onto something. That's what he did. About to start part 2. I have mixed feelings about Blake, and I think this is one of those books where it's like, I support women's rights, but also I support women's wrongs. I wasn't sure how I was feeling about women's wrongs, but now I'm like, wow, girl boss. Fictionally speaking, to set the record straight. Let's finish this. I'm not Pollyanna. I finished The Tenant by Frida McFadden, and wow, that was so good. Her books are always so entertaining and gripping. They're always so fast paced, which is amazing. I can read them so quickly, and I actually like want to just like sit and read. Like literally yesterday I was just in that chair all day except for when my mom and I built my shelves. So as you can see, the book room is slowly coming together. Be on the lookout for a full book room transformation, decorating, organizing video coming very soon. I will say, like, the first half I wasn't like on the edge of my seat, but I was like, oh my gosh, what is happening? I'm intrigued, I'm invested, but I wasn't like as like gripped as I usually am. And then once I got to like part 2 and on, or like the end of part 1 and on, I was like, whoa, okay, we're in it. This is a Frida McFadden world, and I'm reading it. And like that ending, when like the main action was happening at the end, if you catch my drift, I was like, oh my god, this is insane. But then literally like the last page, I was not expecting that. It was such a McFadden twist, if you will. And I loved the writing in this because it was so humorous. Without spoiling anything, I'm going to be really vague here, but like someone did a bad thing, a legally bad thing. And then the next line is, anyways, I'm not a terrible person. It's just like really like silly, and it made me laugh, and it was just like a really enjoyable, fun read. And the twist got me. I kind of had like a feeling, and I was like somewhat on the right path, but I didn't like fully guess everything. And so this was very fun, and I definitely want to continue reading more by her. So I think I'm gonna give it 4 stars. I think there's been others that I like more by her, but this still was an awesome read, and I really enjoyed myself. So I started One Golden Summer in this video. I haven't picked it back up. I think I was just in a little bit of like a slump with having literally just moved to New Jersey, and my brain couldn't like fully start a new book, especially this one where it started off a little slow. I bet it's amazing, and I can't wait to eventually get to it because I've heard nothing but amazing things. And then I read 2 books in this video. Till Summer Do Us Part, which is a book that I really wanted to read this summer. I really enjoy Megan Quinn's writings. I can tell it's not like for everyone, but for me, it is. It is for me. I think it's really fun, it's really humorous, it's really silly, it's a good time. I love the quirky plots and the quirky characters, and I have a great time. So a 4-star summer romance and a 4-star thriller. I'm very happy that I got to read both of these books this week, and I got like a summery vibe because I haven't really been reading too many summer books, and I feel like I want to get back into thrillers. I think I've only read 4 thrillers. I definitely want to be reading more thrillers, especially with like spooky season coming up. I think I'm out of my slump. I'm still a little like, I need to make sure I'm in the mood for whatever I'm reading, but I'm excited to just like keep reading. Let me know if you've read any of these books and your thoughts on them, or any of the other books that I purchased, and I may have 2 other books arriving tomorrow. I think I do have a book buying addiction, and I think it is a problem, but I'm not going to address it. I'm just going to count it as a business investment. But thank you for watching. Thanks for being here. I'm really excited for the new book room and the new New Jersey content, and I look forward to seeing you in my next videos. Bye!
Sunset whispers in the breeze. Memories hold me tight.